everyone, my Built for 1,000 Nation. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully, everyone's having a great day. If not, I hope it gets better from here. We are back with another Watcher Wednesday. This one is titled, A Pianist So Hot He Drove People Crazy. A pianist so hot, he drove people. Okay. All right. I'm excited to get into today's story. Hopefully, you guys are excited as I am. If you are, please go ahead, turn them lights down low, put on something comfy, cup of something special. Let's get learned. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa! Welcome one and all to Puppet History! Today, we'll be taking an ever-widening look at yet another chapter in the heavy book we call History, while our guests ruthlessly compete for the coveted capsules and title of History Wizard.
Baby.
I'm your beloved conductor, the Professor. Thank
Hey, Professor, how you do, buddy?
you. Ryan Bergara, are you ready?
I'm ready to compete for those capsules.
Yeah, I know, we need them, don't we? Oh, special guest, Reece Feldman, are you ready?
I'm ready. Hello.
Thanks for being here, man.
Thanks for having me.
All right, then let's crack in. Oh, wait. Well, to begin, are you guys good at anything? I mean, anything. Like, do you have any
No.
talent or?
That's an incredibly aggressive
Is that
question to
condescending?
start
I'm
with.
sorry.
That's how you invite people into your house? You just ask them immediately, are you good at anything?
I'm just getting to know
At
you guys,
anything?
okay? You know, tell me all about yourselves. What do you enjoy? What are your hobbies? What are your pastimes? What are your passions?
Do you have anything?
I mean, well, I guess he wants our resume.
Yeah, I genuinely don't.
You don't have any passions?
No. Like I have passions, but I don't excel at anything.
Oh, well.
Nothing that's tangible.
I feel you.
I
I'm
mean,
good
love
at
a
movie
lot of
trivia.
stuff.
That's good.
oh,
I was taught. I'm good at a lot of things, but I'm basically like a jack of all trades, master of none. Like I'm good at a lot of shit, but I don't master nothing. I don't know why. I know a lot of shit though. I'm not extremely good at anything though.
wait, let me think of some movie trivia. I love movies. Who directed Jurassic Park?
I'm gonna put B. Steven Spielberg.
That's a jelly bean for Reece!
Okay.
Does that half a jelly bean? I'll take that.
I'll give you a full one for that. A dino-sized jelly
go.
bean. Well, our subject today had talent oozing from every pore in his body. He redefined the music industry and looked sexy as hell doing it, too. Today, we're talking about Franz Liszt.
I know Franz Liszt, not personally.
Franz Liszt.
I know he's
All
not
right.
German. He's Hungarian.
Whoa, a jelly bean for Reece!
That's
In the
two.
world?
Yeah.
Is Franz, what was his last name? List?
You don't even know his last name?
I don't, you just said it.
Liszt.
List?
Liszt.
Is that like the non-stage name of Franz Ferdinand? Remember that guy?
That's a different...
I
I thought you were talking about the Archduke.
What, I'm sorry, what song is that supposed to be? Oh, okay. That's the worst Franz Ferdinand I've ever
I thought that was pretty good. Okay,
that
that's better. That's better.
That was good.
That's better.
I thought you would do Take Me Out, if anything.
That was Take Me Out.
That was Take Me Out? Oh, that's so bad.
Okay, well anyway, Franz Liszt, let's focus here. Franz Liszt was born on October 22nd, 1811 in the small town of Doborian in the Austrian Empire. His father, Adam Liszt, worked for Prince Nicholas Esterhazy, heir to one of the richest and most powerful families in Europe. Now, Adam was a skilled amateur cellist, and when Franz was 5, he started teaching his young son piano. Did you guys play instruments when you were little children?
No, I didn't. Which is,
Drums,
breaking an Asian
guitar,
stereoteope,
piano.
but I did not.
I wish my parents
Played
forced
a
me
bit of
to.
violin,
This
too.
goes back to I don't have any like tangible.
And then I broke my hands underneath the car, and I can't play shit no more. I can still play drums. My wrists get really tired, but I can still play drums. But the piano and the violin, that's a no. I can still play bass, but I can't play guitar, which is weird. But I can play a 6-string bass. I'm not very good with the guitar anymore.
Skills. I learned how to play the harmonica. I lost fantasy football one year, and I had to play on Bourbon Street till I made
Would love
$10.
to learn how to play a harmonica.
After 5 hours, my friends were like, you're not making money. I got $3, and then a guy recorded me for like 6 minutes and then left and didn't tip me.
That's got to be the funniest fantasy football punishment I've ever heard.
I played Piano Man for legitimately hours. That was the only one I could. Yeah.
Well, speaking of Piano Man, we're talking about Franz Liszt. Franz was a prodigy, composing his own music at 8 and appearing as a concert pianist at 9. His promising start, coupled with his father's aristocratic connections, meant that Franz was soon receiving the best music education Europe had to offer. His learnings took him to Vienna, where it's rumored that after Franz performed, Ludwig van Beethoven himself approached the boy and gave him a congratulatory kissy right on his little forehead. Oh.
How big was Beethoven at this point?
Probably, I don't know, 5'11"?
No, man, like, where was he at
He was still
in his
growing.
stardom? Like,
Oh, God.
It would have been really funny if he wasn't big and he just kissed his child.
don't worry, I'm Ludwig.
It's definitely me, Beethoven.
You'll never wash your face again.
When Liszt was 12, he and his family moved to Paris. In 1826, at age 15, he performed across France and Switzerland. The next year was spent playing all across England. This schedule is tough on a teen boy. I mean, for
He was a
prodigious
busy little
talent,
fucker.
it's always time to show it off, time to show it off. It's time to show it off. As you might expect, Liszt became discouraged, distant from other interests. By the time he was 16, Franz was suffering from nervous exhaustion and considering a quiet life in the priesthood. You ever thought about a life in the priesthood?
I'm Jewish.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'd want me.
So you haven't really considered that?
No.
Yeah.
I've considered, like, just running away.
I mean, you're basically a
Or,
priest, right? You got your holy water?
I don't think that's quite how
You're like
it
halfway
works.
there.
You know what?
Only
You're
from the-
right. I
from
am
the
kind of like a
bathroom.
priest.
Yeah, in many ways.
I'm Watcher's holy man.
That's right. Worried about his son's health, Adam took Franz to the small French seaport of Boulogne-sur-Mer, hoping the fresh air and sea baths would do the boy some good.
Did it?
Jesus Christ.
It's time for a question.
No.
Isn't that fun?
It was really scary.
Yeah.
How'd the trip to Boulogne-sur-Mer go? A. After 3 months, Franz was good as new. B. The local music school roped him into weekly performances, which made him feel worse. Or C. His dad died.
Who did this?
See.
Who did this? I picked up my board, and it says Ryan Bergara sucks.
I don't know who. That's really nasty.
Kind of looks like your handwriting.
I don't have handwriting. I've never written anything. Okay, what do you got?
How about B? Dance, monkey, dance.
I put C, dead dad.
Yeah.
Dead
Jesus
dad.
Christ.
Yikes.
Dead dad.
Okay. Well, we're off to a fun start here because we're about to find out via the magic of theater. Wow! I'll be right back. Whoa!
Just hobble on in here. Oh, my dear sweet son Franz. Here we are in fabulous Boulogne-sur-Mer. A place of healing and
His dad's gonna fucking die. It's great.
rejuvenation.
It's not great that his dad's dying. That's sad. It's great that I got it right.
Are you feeling more like yourself?
No, I gotta be someone else.
You're still thinking about the priesthood, I see. So your nervous exhaustion is still hanging around.
Oh, well, these days it comes and goes.
I see. Well, give it time, my son. I'm sure our trip here will have been just the ticket to
He's dead.
Okay.
Woof! That's rough. That's gonna be a jelly bean for Reece, though.
Man, I am not doing well.
That's 3. You count it?
Yes, Franz found it difficult to get much R&R on the trip as his father came down with typhoid fever and died.
Damn.
Not ideal. Damp, did you say?
No, I said damn.
Oh, I think
But
so.
also probably damn.
Damp.
With sweat and blood.
Now, even more devastated than before, Franz returned to Paris and started teaching piano. In 1828, at the still emo age of
Respectable.
17, Franz fell in love with one of his students. I know what we're going to ask here because it's a long time ago, And people had a bad habit back then of falling in love. But they were the same age.
I was about to say,
Oh,
he's
good.
They were the same
17.
age.
Yeah.
Sometimes history is okay.
That's cool.
Unfortunately for Franz, that girl's dad was less than stoked about his daughter being with her depressed and deadbeat piano teacher, and he forbade the two of them from seeing one another. Heartbroken, Franz became so ill, he nearly died. And one Paris newspaper prematurely published his obituary.
It gotta be first.
Yeah.
Gotta be first.
You see,
You guys
it in
you ever had
the news all
heartbreak
the
so
time.
intense that you felt physically
How many times have actors died and it's like, I'm not dead? You know, it's been around for years, man. We thought this shit was new. It ain't.
ill? Huh? Is that too deep a question? That happened to me when Ryan made a deal with the devil and that demon Asmodeus and sent me back into dinosaur times, and then I got eaten by my mother, but she pooped me back out as an egg, and then we almost all died, but then Ryan was just all back to today times and fixed my heart, so everything was fine.
I've been depressed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever come close to dying from sadness. I get sad.
Yeah.
That's, it's healthy. Sometimes life's sad. I saw a dead bee the other day.
Okay.
While he recovered, Franz didn't touch a piano for a whole year, expanding his mind in other ways, like reading and building relationships
Hell
with
yeah.
non-musicians.
Gotta be learning.
Around 1830, inspired by the revolutionary spirit that was yet again going around Franz's France, Liszt began writing music once again. Man, she really did a number on him.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't want to touch a piano.
They're not seeing each other at this point?
No.
The father forbade it.
Yeah, but I
forbid
feel
it.
like in these stories, they always go around the father.
Maybe she was like, you know what? He is pretty depressed and droopy. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go.
maybe
get
this
away
guy
from
actually sucks.
Maybe Dad's right.
Now, dipping one's toes back into work is a good start out of a depressive slump, but
Yeah.
the real road back is a little help from your friends. In 1830, Liszt met composer Hector Berlioz, whose opium-influenced Symphonie Fantastique affected Liszt deeply. The next year, he met Niccolo Paganini, a musical revolutionary who was pushing what could be done with a violin literally to the breaking point. And next, he met sleepy old Frédéric Chopin, who was pioneering a new poetical style of music. With buddies who were similarly pushing boundaries, Franz didn't feel so down and lonely on the fringes of music. By 1834, Liszt was reinvigorated. He began playing again,
yeah.
quote, tossing his shoulder-length locks and swaying hypnotically over the keyboard.
Oh, wow.
Sounds sexy, right?
Oh my God.
Sounds pretty fucking sexy.
Is that like quoted from like an onlooker, or
Like
did
Toby
you?
Yes.
Maguire when he got the
It
Venom
is.
suit, bro.
Swaying
Primary
hypnotically?
source.
Yeah.
God, he looks good doing it.
Liszt was back, baby, and he wasn't some precocious prodigy anymore. Now he was a mature composer and sexy as all hell at age 23. You hear that sniffling and coughing? Well, grab some chicken noodle soup because Europe just caught a bad case of Listomania.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the titular moment.
Listomania.
As Liszt's fame grew, so did his cadre of famous friends. And soon
Holy
he caught
shit.
the eye of Marie de Flavigny, the Countess de Gaulle.
I'm happy.
Marie and Franz began a romance, and in December of 1835, their first child was born, the unfortunately named Blondine. Huh. Why was this a big deal? A. Marie was his former student, and her dad now wanted Franz dead. B. Marie was married to someone else. Or C. Liszt was married to someone else.
Okay.
B.
And we're writing, and we're writing.
B.
Very good.
B. I want to say B.
What are you looking at me for? Huh? Why are you staring at me? I love you. We're friends. We used to hate each other, but now we're friends. Say it back.
I love you too.
Thank you. We locked in? Oh, Reese is still writing.
I'm done.
Brian, what do you got?
I put B for betrayal.
B for Blondine.
Blondine. Oh, we got our B-boys.
Beat boys. Beat boys. Beat boys. It's a beat boys, bitch.
Well,
That was a good bit.
a jelly bean? A jelly bean? For both of you! Yes! Oh, wow! Yes, it seems something like this happens in most of our French stories, but Marie abandoned her family to move to Switzerland with Liszt.
Yikes.
Yeah, well, yikes, right? I guess, sexy piano man comes to town.
Swaying his hips.
Yeah, swaying his hips.
He's up on stage like humping the piano,
How is he playing multiple keys?
Sexy. Very sexy. Very sexy.
Are you Arnold
Sometimes it's
Schwarzenegger?
like he's got his 11th
very
finger.
The two lived together for 4 years and had 2 more children, Cosima
let the
and
bass
Daniel.
drop.
But their relationship was strained. Shortly after Daniel's birth, Marie packed up her kids and moved to Paris. Now, this arrangement appeared to suit Liszt just fine, as he wasn't a particularly enthusiastic father, with historians noting his, quote, parental aloofness. When he eventually regained custody over his children, he mostly left them with an elderly governess, a move considered harsh even back then.
Oof.
Not a great dad.
How old at this point?
Mid to late 20s.
Should be at the club.
He should be at the club.
He should be, yeah. You'll find out
Right.
he largely was.
Oh, okay.
Good.
But as movies in the 90s and 2000s taught us, the only thing stopping parents from having fabulous, rewarding careers are their children. And with Liszt ignoring his offspring, he's now had plenty of time to try out a pretty crazy idea that he had. Oh! Ho, ho! What did Liszt invent? A. The piano's third pedal. B. Wheels on pianos. Or C. The entire profession of international concert pianist.
That's a really good question.
Great, one of my best questions.
I don't even know how many pedals there are on a piano.
Brad, what do you got?
C,
3 to 4.
concert guy.
Concert guy.
I want to say C as well.
Piano wheels.
Whoa! Look at the little drawing! I think Reece knows that the pretty easy way to get jelly beans around here is to do a little drawing, and you're gonna get a jelly bean for that, even though you got the question wrong.
Oh, man.
A jelly bean for Ryan!
2, baby.
Yes, Liszt created a new way for piano players to earn a living. Before him,
I
it was
am
absurd to
rocking
pay to
it
hear
this
one
season,
guy
bro.
a measly piano. Liszt, however, knew he was worth it. Writing, quote, I have dared to give a series of concerts with myself entirely alone, taking off from Louis XIV and saying cavalierly to the public, Le concert, c'est moi.
Oh, shit.
What's that mean?
The concert is me.
Oh, my God.
Wow, that's quite the statement.
Liszt
Drop the
would
mic
take
and walk away,
entire
son.
symphonies by Beethoven, Berlioz, Schubert, you name it, and transcribe them down into something he could perform at a piano. And he'd play the thing from memory with no sheet music, something almost unheard of at the time.
Gangsta.
Liszt didn't just sound good, he looked
Jesus.
good too. He threw his shoulder-length hair about while his famously long, flexible fingers flicked and pounded the keys.
Okay.
Was this a primary source or is
Yeah. Yeah, dude. What are
I
you
might have embellished a little bit. Between songs, he would mingle and flirt with his aristocratic audience.
Had to let my hair flow, yo.
Contemporary critic Joseph Dortigue wrote in 1835, quote, and buckle up, because this is a wild one. His performance is a waterfall, an avalanche that tumbles downward, a torrent of harmony that reproduces in its immeasurable swiftness the 1,000 reflections and nuances of the rainbow. It is a diaphanous, vaporous form, suspended in midair by the sounds of an aeolian harmony, its shimmering clothing made up of flowers, stars, pearls, and diamonds. Then come accents of despair, articulated in the midst of suffocation. It is a delirious joy. It is a prophetic voice speaking a great lamentation. It is virile, proud speech that commands, subjugates, terrifies. It is a sigh being poured forth, the last groan of a dying man.
Jesus Christ. I feel like I need a cigarette after reading
beautiful.
that. Jesus. Holy shit.
I mean, this guy was just basically sending people into rapturous fits with his music.
I didn't know aioli was a word back then.
He could
Well,
make
you got to
them
think about
pants
it
drop.
like, what kind of music are they hearing normally?
Sitting up there, all of a sudden, them ladies throw their big old garter belts out. Yeah. See corsets flying across the room. Take me home, Daddy.
Going out on the street in the 1800s, there's a little guy cranking an organ or something.
What do you think they'd say if they heard any one of the songs that appear at the end of this show?
Oh, they probably weep.
They probably would.
Yeah.
Because I haven't heard anything like it.
I certainly haven't heard anything like it.
Like giving them like a talkie.
It'd be sick to go back in time to the 1800s, give them some talkies, play some Chumbawamba for them, see what happens.
They'd lose their minds.
Oh, it'd be the
People
best
living
day
in
ever.
Eden.
Timberwoman,
Well,
some
for
talkies.
most of the 1840s, Liszt traveled across Europe, from Russia to Ireland, Portugal to Turkey, and in so doing became a huge fucking deal. He performed 1,000 recitals in 8 years. Take that, Eras Tour. He invented a tiered ticket price system, Liszt Nation, if you will. That's a good one. Are you an ordinary schmuck who likes music? Well, crowd in near the back. The seats next to the piano, gentlemen only. Wealthiest gentlemen only.
What about for the seat on his lap?
Oh, that's
I'd say for the prettiest
top tier,
woman.
baby.
Oh my God, dude.
I don't know if you could play a piano with someone. I mean, he could probably play a piano with me sitting in his lap because I'm just a little guy.
That's true.
Maybe with you, Ryan.
You just be yeah, each of us on one thigh, just sitting there looking up at him.
Not facing the piano, just staring up.
Yeah,
at him.
exactly. Just
Here we
looking
go,
up at
Papa. Give him a little smooch every time he does a nice flourish.
He thinks back to Beethoven.
Oh man, if you thought there was weird fan art for you before.
Hans Christian Andersen described him as a, quote,
shit.
demon nailed fast to the instrument. Baudelaire saw Bacchante of mysterious and passionate beauty. George Eliot saw Liszt and said, for the first time in my life, I beheld real inspiration. That from the author of friggin' Middlemarch.
son.
You read that one? Yeah, me neither. Now, while Liszt seemed
Real
to enjoy his
inspiration.
fame, he didn't care much about money. It said he gave money
Make it
away
rain.
as easily as he earned it. And when he stayed in hotels, his valet would take the nicer accommodations while he stayed in the smaller room. Later in life, he never charged to give piano lessons, essentially passing on the same kindness some of his earlier teachers showed him.
That's cool as
Oh,
shit.
how about this? Now, since it wasn't about the money, what was Liszt in it for? A, sex. B, drugs. Or C, rock and roll.
Hey,
You guys still do
he
the
can make
Wordle?
them panties
Yeah,
wet.
I got back into it recently.
I don't
Yeah.
do the wordle.
It was penne the other day. I didn't know they were allowed to do noodles.
I hate when they do double letters. It's kind of rude.
Fucked up.
I don't even
Yeah.
know how it works.
You don't know how Wordle works?
I've never done it.
It's pretty fun.
I think I missed the boat in the pandemic, and I just was like, too late.
I still know people that play Pokemon Go.
No,
Oh.
I wish I played that still. That was fucking sick. It was the best time of my life.
That was the best time in your life?
It's been all downhill
A
from
lot
there.
of exercise.
That was before you met your wife.
Yeah, it was the best time of my life.
Okay, we locked in?
Yeah, we're locked in.
All right, Ryan, what do you got?
D, all of it.
Whoa!
That's
you know, I
right.
don't do trick questions here.
Oh, I
right.
was like, fuck, was that an option?
Nah, he's a little trickster.
I don't do
sometimes.
trick questions except when I do. Reese, what do you got?
Morphine.
Morphine.
Oh, was it the answer? Was it just drugs?
It was drugs,
Oh,
but
wait.
I mean, that's
More
you know,
specifically,
That
morphine.
is a drug. Yeah.
Well, points to neither of you.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Sex?
The correct answer is sex.
Listen
Yeah,
to Bill.
casting even more
Bill knows
aspersions
about
on
sex.
Liszt's status within his own family, our guy took a number of mistresses and lovers while he toured,
know
and
what I
by
mean.
all accounts, it was like fishing with dynamite. Now, if this wasn't obvious already, Liszt got the gals at the
Straight
quote
penny dropping
polite
that shit,
salons
right?
and concert halls of Europe going. As the BBC reports, quote, there were times when the enthusiasm triggered by his public appearances bordered on delirium, and he became a figure on whom contemporaries projected all manner of erotic fantasies and secret desires. There were women who forgot
God,
everything,
I ain't supposed to go
including
there.
their family's good name and their refined upbringing, to be close to their god. Yowza.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Tumblr would be losing it for him.
Oh, I'm sure.
Maybe they still are. I don't know.
Could we see a picture of what
darker
this guy
side
looks
of
like?
Reddit.
He's gonna
Absolutely.
be the
A painting?
ugliest person.
No, I gotta see. Maybe he's that.
He's got a look to him. He is like a handsome guy.
Oh yeah, he. Oh wait.
What?
He kind of looks like Lord Farquaad.
I was just about to say he
looks
looks like an AI human version of
Of
Lord
Lord
Farquaad.
Yeah.
Okay. Still
Oh, he's
kinda-
got like kind of handsome. He has like the Lucius
Is
Malfoy
that
thing
kind
going.
of
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I can
classic
see it.
though? Like,
Good jawline.
good jawline. That's
Really
got a strong
yes,
jawline.
Yeah.
I smoke
Just
a
like me.
pipe.
Yeah.
I don't know
Sure.
why I
Right.
said pipe,
Yeah,
but
no,
you know what I
you're
mean.
definitely-
Say I
That's
have a
what he
good
looks like. He's
jawline.
like,
You have a good
yes,
jawline.
Everybody
Clifford.
agrees.
You have a
This is
great
the
jawline.
new
Oh, wow.
ivory
Your head's
pipe
shaped like a
I'd
circle.
be smoking out of.
Nothing like it had ever been seen before. These were history's first fangirls doing what they do best, being deranged
Throwing
and
their
horny in the
britches at
most
him.
wholesome and pure ways.
Gotta
Women
love
would
deranged
fight
and
over
horny.
broken piano strings and throw their clothes on stage. Namely,
you.
they're unmentionable.
Told you, garter belts, you yeeting, corsets. All the big clothes, man. It's a miracle he could even see the piano.
What the fuck?
That was probably a lot harder to take off.
I was just thinking, I imagine like
It took like 40 minutes to remove some.
yeah.
Big pantaloons.
The entire symphony, they're just like...
No, you just shove the ones from yesterday into a bag and throw those ones.
Let me untie this corset. I
They
got
have-
started in the second
They're
act.
helping each other in the crowd.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Also, it's funny to imagine him just playing the piano and just a big
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
pair of pantaloons smacking his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's catching them in his mouth.
Yeah.
Like a fucking dog.
Women would literally attack him, stealing pieces of his clothing
God.
and locks of his hair. They would take used coffee dregs as a souvenir and place his cigar butts in their cleavage.
Seems dangerous.
Yeah, it does seem dangerous. A lot of burning possibly happening there. Is this something that happens to you when you walk out on the streets, Professor? People
Yeah.
taking off locks of your hair.
Women do put me between their cleavage. It was literal madness, and German poet Heinrich Heine termed it listomania. This predating modern psychological theory, listomania was a physical illness, a quote, physiological reaction to the mere presence of list. It was considered contagious, and public officials were afraid of epidemics. Like a riot. Oh!
Are you
that's good.
fucking serious?
Anyway, all because the pianist was too hot.
Damn, that is insane.
That's crazy.
A legitimate illness.
Ryan, this happens to you as one of the most respected ghost hunters in the United States, right?
No, not quite. Not quite, no. Well, it happens only but for the ghosts. Not the living don't do this to me.
I will say, the first time I met you was the most nervous I was to ever approach someone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was I a dick?
No, you were really nice.
Oh, thank God.
He didn't throw coffee in your face?
No,
I stopped doing that after a while.
I had heard that.
As can be the case for many artists, fame eventually grew burdensome. As pianist Stephen Huff describes, quote, Liszt wasn't someone who thought life consisted of food, drink, and all the pleasure you could wring out of it. He was someone who was always searching. He was never going to be satisfied with just pleasing the countesses. I think he also realized how superficial a lot of audiences' appreciation might be, and he wanted to retire and do something more meaningful. In February 1847, Liszt met Caroline Zane-Wittgenstein, the Princess of Poland, who was so taken with the pianist that she invited him to come stay with her at her estate. Liszt agreed, but only stayed for a little while. Oh, why? A, he got over Caroline pretty quick. B, Caroline wanted Liszt to get his butt back on tour. Or C, Caroline was married to someone else.
This is
See.
tough.
I think I'm just gonna go with my gut here.
Ryan, what do you got?
I put A. He's a fuck boy.
Okay.
This guy clapped them cheeks and was like, I'm out of here.
Sure. Reese, what do you got?
B.
You got B.
You made it
Get back on tour and you get a little
I
drawing
could
of
see,
the
I could see her being like, if he's not gonna do the thing that makes him valuable, then he loses his value.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Go
sad.
make that money.
Yeah, where it's a
But she is
never-ending
a-
cycle.
money,
She is a
homie.
princess, you know? Maybe she's already got some fat stacks.
Yeah, but I feel like it wouldn't be cool for her to have a non-working musician just staying on her couch.
Right.
Yeah, she needs him to be doing stuff.
We're gonna find out via the magic of theater.
I hope I'm right.
Oh, welcome to Poland, my dear Liszt. Isn't my palace spectacular? Yes, I could be quite happy here. Too bad I'll probably have to leave soon to perform more. Oh, you work too hard, Franz. Why not give up the touring virtuoso life and just focus on composing? You know, think less but see it grow. That type of thing. Then you and I can spend more time together, if you know what I mean. That does sound pretty good. So it's settled. You'll stop touring and I'll go slip into something a little more comfortable, if you know what I'm saying. Oh my God, what am I doing? Oh, Franz, you've done it again. About to bed another beautiful woman. I gotta slow down. Hello? Can I help you? Oh, hi. I'm Franz Liszt, guest/lover of Princess Caroline's. And who might you be? I'm Caroline's husband, the prince. Oh, hi. Well, would you look at the time? I should probably skedaddle. Bye! The fuck was that all about?
Cool outfit. Husband has a cool outfit.
Yeah.
Sucks that he's getting cucked, but I mean, he's got a cool outfit.
I still think it's B.
Hi.
Hey.
Did I break the theater?
I thought you might have. Nope. No, you're good.
That's better.
Oh my God, how'd you do that with your mind?
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
All right.
Yes, points to neither of you.
All right.
Yes, the Yoko to Liszt
Points to
John
me, though.
Carolyn actually encouraged her
Walking
lover to
this
stop
season, Brett.
touring as a virtuoso performer and to instead settle down and concentrate on being a composer. Carolyn, however, was married. So, in 1848, Liszt left Carolyn's palace and moved to Weimar, Germany. Now, stop me if you've heard this one before, but Carolyn left her royal family and moved to another country to join her lover, Liszt.
Jesus. Wow, man.
He's got that magic
yeah.
flute, you know.
Yeah, this guy's got a massive
It's a
ding dong.
homewrecker.
Well,
What?
Got a massive ding dong,
Oh,
probably.
okay. Maybe he had a really good personality.
yeah, Ryan.
And a massive ding dong.
Yeah, I guess why not both? Now, in Weimar, Liszt
I mean, why not both? I mean, maybe he didn't have 11 fingers and he was actually using his penis for the 11th finger.
became interested in conducting, mostly because he needed to figure out how to make other musicians do the crazy things he had bouncing around inside that funny dome of his. Before Liszt, a conductor was more or less a glorified metronome. But Liszt elevated the position, transforming the conductor's role into the one who plays the entire orchestra as his beautiful instrument. In 1860, Liszt and Princess Carolyn left Weimar for Rome, where they were hoping the Pope would grant Carolyn a divorce so the two could marry. The Pope, being popey, declined.
Oh, was that like really frowned upon back then?
Yeah, probably.
They have to appeal to the Pope?
I guess so.
I just can't believe the Pope was out there doing like clerical work, like divorce paperwork and stuff
Sitting
like
at
that.
like an office
Yeah,
desk, just like,
fuck, man.
would just
dude,
declare
another
another
divorce. Yeah.
You had to go to the Pope because the Pope was over church was over marriages, so you have to go to the Pope, and the Pope would be like, yes, I agree, you should be separate, but, you know, you kind of got to grease the palms and make it worth the Pope's while. I've watched Young Pope. I've watched a lot of popey things, man.
With his touring days now well behind him, Liszt finally had time to patch things up with his children. Unfortunately, he was starting to run out of them. His son Daniel died in 1859.
Jesus.
3 years later, his eldest daughter, you all remember Blondine, also died. That left Liszt with a surviving middle child, Cosima. Oh! How were things between Franz and Cosima? A. Cosima died a week after Blondine. B. Franz patched things up and became an attentive grandfather. Or C. Cosima fucked her dad's friend, Richard Wagner. Okay, what do we got?
I put C. She banged Dick Wagner.
Yeah,
Wagner,
Dick
Wagner.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we're both Wagner. Huge anti-Semite piece of shit. Let's.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
We spit upon his name. Fuck that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think she banged him.
Points to both of you. She
Oh, there
fucked
it
him.
is. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yes, at age 25, Cosima started shacking up with famous composer and noted anti-Semite Richard Wagner, who her father introduced her to when she was but a child. Cosima didn't care that Wagner was 24 years older than her. Cosima didn't care that she was already married. Cosima didn't care that she had 2 daughters. She wanted Wagner, and to be fair, she and Wagner seemed to have had a decent relationship. Cosima birthed 2 of Wagner's children before abandoning all 4 of her kids with her husband so she and Wagner could move to Switzerland.
What is up with that?
There's a lot of abandoned husbands.
Yeah, I think
This would be the start of a good like Netflix show.
these people shouldn't be in relationships.
Yeah, but I also feel like at the time, like maybe marriage wasn't what she wanted.
Yeah. Sure.
And she found love.
Yeah.
Also,
You know,
you
there
gotta
was, like-
wonder how many marriages
know.
back then were just like, you marry this guy.
Yeah, and it's like
That's
in
fair.
exchange for
Yeah.
like my dad gives you
cow.
X cattle.
A
Right,
goat,
That's
Right.
fair.
Yeah.
couple
Now,
pigs, maybe a
hypocritically,
chicken or
Liszt
2.
was pretty upset with his daughter's actions, and it led to a falling out between him and Wagner. In 1870, Cosima obtained a divorce, allowing her to marry Wagner. 2 years later, Liszt seemingly got over the whole ordeal. Not easily offended, know how to let it go. Now, Liszt kept putting out new music, but in his later years, the popular style had left him behind. For his part, Liszt seemed okay with that, writing to a friend a year before his death, quote, "I waste my time more or less voluntarily." In July of 1886, Liszt played his final concert, and later that month, on July 31st, in the presence of his last remaining and barely interested daughter, Franz Liszt died in Bayreuth, Germany. A shitty father through and through, Liszt had nevertheless revolutionized music performance. The first to create a craze we've seen repeated throughout music history, from Elvis to the Beatles, from NSYNC to BTS, from a mess to the masses. And that concludes the story of Franz Liszt.
So he just died at the end.
Yeah.
How old was he?
Let's see, probably like 75-ish.
Oh, for that
That's pretty
time,
good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I can't believe this guy just got taken out by old
surprised
age
he
and
didn't
not
have
some, like-
syphilis.
He made
or
so
something.
many enemies.
He did.
Yeah.
He made a life literally making enemies and just fucking.
Yes.
Kind of like a cicada. He was born, played his beautiful music,
That's right.
had sex a lot, and then died.
That's really poetic
That
the way
is
you put
true.
that.
That is true.
Brings
Yeah.
a tear to my eye. Watch me cry.
Stop, you gotta stop telling people to watch you cry. It's really unnerving.
Are the tears coming out?
They're never gonna come out. Jesus Christ, you're gonna blow a gasket, man. Take it easy. Holy moly.
Oh, sorry.
That's what we've come to.
Well, that concludes our history lesson. I'm going to go vibe with the tallies to determine the winner of the coveted capsules and title of History Wizard. In the meantime, enjoy this performance from a pile of Franz
I
Liszt's
got one wrong. That's
discarded
it.
trash. Wow. I'll see you guys in a second.
What could that possibly look like? What a crazy life. I really thought he was gonna get taken out by like a bullet or.
I also thought that it was
I
going
thought
to
it
be
was
like
gonna be
a
syphilis, to
or
be
like
honest with
the
you.
Princess of Poland's husband.
something like that.
He definitely had pull.
He definitely had pool. I'm actually excited to hear this song. This is gonna be just like Wicked.
So if you care.
What the hell is that? It looks like the ugly Krabby Patty.
Well, I'm a pile of stuff that was never good enough for that piano man that everyone adores. And I still reminisce to when he had use for my bits, but that piano man, he don't want me anymore.
The mouse is
And
moving.
sure
I know,
ain't
that's
much.
really impressive.
Toenail clippings, hairy tufts, snot-filled handkerchiefs, and rotten apple cores. Once his but cast aside is miscellaneous detritus, discarded and forgotten on the floor. Am I more than broken pieces of what I used to be?
Actually, beautiful.
Anybody wanna pick me apart? Come on down and tell me that you what you see. List of many oh, it's tearing me apart.
Oh, harmonica
This would be me.
solo.
This would be me.
This would be you, yeah.
It's tearing me apart.
Oh, I'm really feeling it.
No friends' notes ringing out. No dry seats in the house. Yeah, that piano man, he drove them all to tears.
Oh, that
They shout when they see me about and clawing, swiping me to grab a souvenir. Gonna stick my heart in a brooch, tuck a stub between your boobs. Take what's left of me, don't worry, I'll be fine. Shredded fragments of a life, now you're memento of the night when the piano man's talent tore apart your mind. Am I more than the loose leavings of a celebrity? Anybody wanna pick me apart? Come on and tell me that you like what you see. Mr. Mania, oh, it's tearing me apart.
Get back in.
kind of growing on me.
There's certainly be growing on him.
Tearing me apart. Crusty bedding and a crumpled page. Never dreamed I'd find myself outside the lights of the stage. List of mania. It's tearing me apart.
Oh, Jesus.
Fingers hot,
Oh my God.
crowd erupts. He takes a bow and soaks it up. But from where I am, in the rubbish can, I see my worth. Scavenged merch.
You okay? Oh my God.
Fucking die.
Wardrobe malfunction.
shit.
Wardrobe malfunction.
Oh my
That
God.
was nuts.
Well, yeah, you fucking puppet
Died.
tried to kill himself in the middle of the
It's
song.
like a 40x performance.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
He crowd surfed
nuts.
into a chest.
Also a pretty good song.
It was a pretty good song.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, you
It
guys
was
are
a
never
good
going to
song.
believe this, but according to our very simple tally,
Bill
Reece
1000
is
wins.
today's winner. Oh,
Fair.
that
Fair.
means you're the history wizard. But isn't everyone a winner when you've got a bottle of Forget It All in your hand? Yes, come get your prizes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, Ryan, one for you, Ryan, one for Reece. Forget it all. If your doctor doesn't want to give it to you, maybe you need a new doctor. Thank you to Forget It All for sponsoring today's episode. That's going to do it for today's episode. Reece, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks. I drew you a picture as a goodbye gift.
Oh my God. Oh, another jelly bean for Reece.
Wait, I drew you a picture too.
This is not how you do it.
That's 6 to 2.
This
This is an
not how you-
afterthought.
Okay. Fuck you.
Can I get one of his jelly beans?
Yeah, you get all of his jelly beans. To all you at home, thanks for watching Puppet History, where the details are always a little fuzzy. We'll
Lore.
see you next
Let's get into the lore. The lore.
time. Bye. Whoa. Still got molasses all over this thing all these years later.
Professor, can I tell you something?
Oh, yeah. What's up?
Boys, hello. May I have a word?
Yes, Dr. Spratt. Where's the horse?
I'm not too sure. He said to drop off some free product from the sponsor, though. Nice, here you go. Oh, God, I gotta tend to that song puppet. It never gets easier.
Wait, Dr.
Shane.
Spratt.
Man, that guy cracks me up.
Listen, Professor, how far back can you remember?
Remember.
Right.
No, I mean, the only thing I remember is you saying the word remember.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Our short-term memory is completely fried. I think it's these pills.
Right. Should we try taking them?
No, that's the thing. We have been taking them. The thing is, I accidentally took 2 of these last week, and it made me kind of forget to forget.
Yikes. Well, I'd never take some random drug. Man, I could really use a random drug right now.
Oh my God, your memory is cooked.
Mr. Popular.
Elmer. It's Elmer.
Huh?
Hello.
Ryan, Elmer Walter Williams. Hey, get that weak shit off my track! Sorry about that.
Hey, it sounds like you're doing some real speed in there.
Oh, yes, just some errands to clop to today, but just calling in to make sure you guys enjoy your daily dose of Forget It All.
Hey, Elmer, I'm here too.
Hello, Professor. Yes, I'm sorry I couldn't deliver them in person, but those fine folks over at Forget It All sent you some free product. You should try some. It's really great. No side effects, just operating on a higher plane, you know? Easy living. It's like they say, Forget It All make brain go yum, yum, yum.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're popping some right now. Oh, that's a great pill. Feels so good going into the mouth and down the throat into the stomach.
What's good? Yes. Pill.
You fellas sound awfully lucid. Ryan, what's your middle name?
Oh, that's easy. It's Steve.
What's that?
I said Shakira.
To the best of your knowledge, your full name is Ryan Shakira Bergara.
Sounds right to me.
Wow, that must have been a potent batch. Great, love to hear it. Anyway, good chat, gotta hop off. Talk soon, my bitch.
Okay. I don't trust that fucking horse.
Oh, man, you know, I'm starting to remember. I've been pretty drugged out for how long? What is this, episode 1? What are we doing, Black Death?
It's episode 4.
Holy smokes, it's like I'm time traveling again. Well, if I don't even remember those other episodes, what else am I forgetting?
Look, I remember Dorothy Ruth was saying some weird things were going on, and I've been starting to remember some really strange things from the rap party last season. None of it makes sense. What if we try and remember together?
But what if I want to forget?
That does not sound like something the world's greatest historian would ever say. Let's remember.
Let's remember. Let's remember.
Remember.
Let's remember.
Remember.
I'm remembering. I'm remembering now. It's all coming back to me.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait until you remember that your parents are dead.
Oh boy, all right. Whoa. Late to the speech at my own rap party. That's embarrassing. Hey everybody. Welcome one and all. I'm just kidding. Hey, let's all raise a glass to the best, most drama-free season yet. Season 6. Let's hear it, everybody. And may season 7 be even more drama-free. What's going on over there?
Is there a doctor in the house? Someone! Something horrible has happened, and my wife is about to tell you the precise nature of the aforementioned tragic event.
A strange producer, Shane Madej, has been murdered in the street like a dog. His body is so cold, you guys. Like a little worm in the rain.
Oh boy.
Shane's dead?
I had no idea. Wait a minute. Ryan, look.
Oh my God.
We gotta call Dorothy Ruth. She'll know what to do.
Oh, hey boys, if you're looking to smash, you're too late. This horsey hoe is spoken for. I just got married to my dear straight shooting Elmer. I'm married! Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Well, I guess you caught me red-handed.
More like red-hoofed.
I wasn't running errands, I was getting hitched. Calling to wish us well, are you?
Oh my God, you're so attractive. I love you.
Yeah, congrats. Gotta go.
Shit! What are we gonna do? That horsey huckster's got the whole staff hopped up on Forget It All. Oh, I just got forget it all. Man, we really were high. Speaking of, I could really go for some of that stuff right now.
Professor, no.
Right. What is Elmer getting at? What's his plan?
And who's producing the show?
If only we could talk to Shane, but he died in the street like a dog, and you can't talk to dead people.
Hypothetically, what if we could?
Itching for more puppet history? Well, head on over to Watcher TV for all of Season 7 plus extended cuts.
The lore, y'all. Oh my fucking God. The fucking lore. I can't wait to see what fucking happens next. Oh my God, I love this season so much. Alright. Man, I really did enjoy today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video as much as I did. If you did, please go down there, leave a thumbs up. It really does help the channel grow. While you're down there, if you want, go on over, slap the subscribe button, become part of the B5 Nation. We do some crazy stuff here. If you want to know when that crazy stuff happens, ding that bell and turn on all notifications. As always, be good to one another. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Damn. We're going to talk to Dead Shane.